Hi, I wanted to get some information about the museum.
Okay. What did you need?
Well, it's called the Old Slave Mart Museum.
Yes.
Exactly what does it entail?
At our exhibit, we talk about the history of the building in which the museum is housed and how the building was used to make badges and slave auctions during domestic slave trade.
So was this an actual place where the slaves were sold? Like an actual,
Yes.
it was the actual place.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Okay. And now the ships. Do you guys have any ships where the slaves were taken from Africa and brought to Charleston?
No, because in our exhibits we don't talk about that part of the story. That's the international trade. People sold here were slaves born in America, part of the domestic slave trade. There is no site in Charleston that talks about the international slave trade.
What do you mean people born here?
Yes, the slave souls that are in this building where the museum is housed were born in America.
So these were people that were brought from Africa, but like their generation is down.
Yes.
Wow, wow. Okay. And what else do you guys have? Like besides the place where you sold the slaves?
Well, our exhibits talk about the nature of the auction complex and the trading itself.
The auction complex. What does that mean? Like how much
Okay.
the slave cost? I don't understand.
Yes, how much they cost, how people were prepared for an auction, where they came from, where they went, that whole thing.
Okay. And what about like picking cotton and sugar plantations or anything about plantations or anything like?
We don't talk necessarily about that. Our building is very small, so rather than learn a little bit about all of those places, we focus on this site. So we don't talk about plantation life here.
Okay. Now I know Charleston. There's some history with slavery, correct? Or like with
Yes.
like
There
the
are
first.
plantations in Charleston. There are 4 major plantations and many others.
Wow, were the first slaves brought to Charleston?
No, they were actually brought to Jamestown, Virginia.
Jamestown, Virginia. Okay. All right. Is there anything else you could tell me? Because I'm going to be driving there, so I wanted to get a little bit more information about it. Is there anything else that you do?
Well, we are open from 9 to 5 Monday through Saturday.
Oh, okay.
There are some other great sites in town. They don't talk necessarily as much about slavery. But there is the Charleston Museum on Union Street, the oldest museum in the country. Over 240 years old. They talk a lot about slavery there. It's that's a huge part of Charleston history.
Why is that? Why is slavery a huge part of Charleston history?
Well, it was the largest part of the southern economy for almost 100 years.
Wow. I didn't know that. Okay. So is Charleston, like how is Charleston now with the economy because of slavery?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
I said, how is Charleston now with the economy in Charleston? Did it impact the economy now, being that they had slavery back in the days? Did it make the economy better in Charleston?
With slavery?
Yeah, with slavery. I mean, what happened? Basically, what I'm asking is what happened, like when all the slaves were sold. Where did the money go? Like what happened in that process? Like with the corporations, I know some.
Emancipated, and with the 13th Amendment, that money was gone. The money that the traders and plantation owners had invested in slavery was gone completely. The southern economy was ruined after the Civil War. There was nothing because so much money had been invested in slavery.
Oh, okay. All right. And can you explain a little bit about the Civil War? Like I know the Civil War was like the North against the South, but was it exactly about slavery or was it something else?
Well, for the most part, it was focused on slavery, but at the same time, the argument of the South was the state's right, state's right to legalize slavery, to maintain slavery within the state. They did not believe it was the federal government's decision. However, in the North, they did believe it was.
Okay. I see. Okay, well, thank you for that information. I guess I'll be, you said 9 to 5, Monday through Saturday.
9 to 5.
Okay, all right, well, thank you. I'm definitely going to come and check it out.
Okay, fantastic.
Have a great day.